utensils.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video comes out of Alabama. Big shout out to my people down there in Alabama. From a Waffle House, yes, not the one with Travis Rankin, the guy that basically wanted to be naked and go on a killing spree and end up getting caught a couple days later, right outside his own damn apartment. But no, this story right here is about Miss Shakisha Clemens, 25 years old, basically assaulted in my eyes by some police officer who was way more aggressive than what they should have been. And all this was allegedly over the fact that Miss Clemens asked for some utensils and they were trying to charge her extra for the utensils. And you wouldn't believe how much extra, 50 cents. But at the same time, she was kind of disgruntled and wondering why she was being charged extra for some utensils when, you know what I mean, if you're paying for the meal, don't the utensils come with it? You got to have something to eat with. You can't eat with your hand. And this is a trend that we see going on all around this country where we have people getting into arguments over the smallest things, but, you know, it escalates into the biggest thing. So I'm going to read a snippet from this story and give my opinion, surely, as we go. A woman was tackled by officers at an Alabama Waffle House. Police are defending the arrest. She was tackled and also halfway stripped down. And luckily, you know what I'm saying, the bottom part didn't come down, because if she would have tried to stand up or whatever, it would have came down and they wouldn't have had no problem exposing it. Now, white police officers in Alabama wrestled a black woman to the ground in a Waffle House early Sunday, exposing her breasts during the struggle and prompting comparisons to the arrest of two black men at a Philadelphia Starbucks this month. It's a comparison, but then it's a different comparison. The only way you can compare this to them guys at Starbucks, true, they both was arrested inside of a restaurant, but at the same time, the way you can compare it with the guys, if the guys' private parts would have been shown, their penis or a buttocks or whatever would have been shown, then you can compare it. But far as this right here, this was just way too much. And when you women, when you go out, make sure that you all have something tight, a sports bra or something on, because trust me, you never know. Some of these people act like they ain't seen breasts. You feel me? And some of them do go the extra step to try to make your clothes come off. I mean, come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, yet local police maintain that the three officers involved followed protocol. It's strange how they can always follow protocol. You got a foot in your ass and a black eye. They follow protocol when the only thing you were trying to do buy some bubble gum from the store up the street. It's always, they always in the right, justified. You feel me? Now, they say the police follow protocol and say the department is not choosing to take any action at this time. With no shit, Sherlock. It's a lot of shit y'all ain't took action on. You know what I'm saying? Like the story down there in Baton Rouge with Poe Alton Sterling. You know, just basically let this cop get off. When the cop told Alton, "I'll shoot you in your mother effing head." You feel me? Told the guy he'll shoot him, then killed him. And it's all on camera, and they still got off. Now, I'm not saying this is not a bash a cop video, but this is a tell the truth video. This is a logical video. Think rational video, if you will. So, I don't understand what they mean by we will not be taking action at this time. Hell, you hardly do ever take action. Now, at a news conference Monday afternoon, officials said the woman and her friend were acting belligerently inside the Waffle House, drunkenly yelling profanities at the restaurant's employees and threatening to return with a gun and shoot this place up. Why would they put in there that the people would say that they would return to the place and shoot it up over a 50-cent utensil? And I'm gonna tell you something, ladies, also, and you guys too also, you know what I'm saying? I got just as much love for you all as I do the ladies. Not that way, but you know what I mean now. You know what I'm talking about, brotherly love like that. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna start doing also, because you know I always take my own advice also that I give you all also. So what I'm gonna do and what I advise you all to do to keep from having to go through this, bring your own utensils. You feel me? Matter of fact, just don't frequent that establishment. Go somewhere else and find something to eat. The hell with that restaurant. You feel me? But if you do decide to go, bring your own napkin, bring your own fork, your spoon, and your butter knife. You know that little knife some of you all done had ever since you was in college. Bring that knife with you. You feel me? That way you ain't got to worry about that shit. So when they think they being slick, you know what I'm saying? You know how people do. Like, they'll give you something. You order a hamburger with no cheese and they'll put cheese on it anyway. Then they be looking at you like this. That little look right there. And see what you do? You just take that cheese off right in front of them and just drop it right there on that counter and say, thank you, ma'am, and have a nice day. See, you got to learn how to reverse what we call the bullshit. You got to learn how to reverse it. You feel me? Because people would love to see you down and out. Like the old song from the Outcast, the whole world loves it when you don't get down. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. The incident sparked a sit-in, at the store Sunday afternoon. You think I'm finna go sit my ass in that damn store and people getting shot in these stores and cops stripping people down butt naked? I'll protest outside the store. You know what I'm saying? Sunday afternoon. It led to responses from the NAACP and celebrities, even as Waffle House officials contested the details of the family's story. A video that has gone viral shows Shakisha Clemens, 25, sitting on a chair at the diner in Saraland, north of Mobile, as one of the officers grabs her neck, basically chokes her. He did like this. You feel me? And I'm going to leave a link to that video because I can't show the whole damn video. And it's fine because I already gonna have people, Trey, where the video at, man? What the video? Even though it's showing titties and breasts, where the video at, man? Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, the officer grabbed her neck and right wrist in an attempt to subdue her. She was already subdued. She was on the damn floor. You know what I'm saying? Basically trying to pull her damn top up. And it's just a sad situation. You feel me? Now, Clemens describes a disagreement with a store employee that triggered the police response. She soon appears conscious of her tube top and raises her arms to cover her bust line. They like, no, you got to show them tickle big it's off. You know, and I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm not saying it to be nasty because I have respect, but at the same time, let's be for real. She tried to cover herself up. They're like, no, you gotta let them hang. It's time to let it hang. You feel me? We want to see what you're working with, girl. This is the only way we can really see what you're working with. It's something. It had to be something along those lines for that to happen. Because why didn't the police itself pull the top up? You ain't got to touch all up on her titty. No, just pull that little screen, pull it back up. No, evidently that's what you want to see. Now, she says, you're not going to grab on me like that. No, Clemens tells the officer, who appears to speak to another officer off camera in the video filmed by Clemens' friend, Kenita Adams. And it's a good job that you, Miss Kenita, that you filmed this happening. Even though I know it hurts, even though I know that you was in shock and that you were scared also, but at the same time, it's good that you stood there and filmed this, because I guarantee you, if she would have been reaching for something, she could have been reaching just to pull her damn drawers up, her panties up or something. She reaching for a gun. Do. You feel me? You never know. You feel me? What happens next is unclear. Yeah, we know what happened next. The widely circulated video of the incident taken by Adams suddenly jumps to the moment when Clemens and the two officers go to the ground in a terrible, violent tumble. It is unclear from the video who initiated the struggle that forced Clemens and the officers to the floor. Well, I can tell you, I seen the whole damn video. This what happened. He was basically pulling on her, telling her to get up, and she was like asking, what did I do? You know, these people are doing this. I asked for utensils, and this is what this all over. And she'd tell him, don't grab me, because he kept trying to pull on the other one, pulling the other way. You feel me? So he just jacks her. And that's how she winds up on the damn floor like that. So, and then Miss Clemens asks, what are you doing? As she asks, as the struggle continues on the tile floor, I'll break your arm. That's what I'm about to do. And officer says, you'll break an arm over a plastic utensil, 50 cents? I don't understand this shit, man. It's sad the country that we live in, and we supposed to be so damn free. You feel me? Yeah, we free until we try to really be free. The struggle continues with officers demanding that Clemens stop resisting as her breast is exposed. At one point, an officer placed his hand around her neck. He didn't place his hand around her neck. You can see that vein pop up. You know when that vein pop up right there, especially a man. You put some power in there. You putting some muscle in there. You feel me? It's basically like how, you know, them old jelly jam jars in your damn pantry, in your cupboard. It's like those old jars where you have to damn near go like this to turn off. And if you got that much force, you choking the shit out of somebody. He was almost choking that damn woman. Now she says, you're choking me, Clemens cries out. The officer releases his grip when a third officer nearby gestures with his hand. Clemens was arrested about, guess what time? 2:45 a.m. What time did Travis Rankin go into Waffle House butt-ass naked with the AR-15? At 3 a.m. Wow. What a coincidence. Now, she was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, officials confirmed at the news conference. Now, officials from the Saraland Police Department said an investigation into Clemens' arrest and the officer's conduct began early Sunday. At the news conference, Detective Colette Little played the 911 call made by a Waffle House employee about 2:30 a.m., as well as surveillance footage from inside the restaurant. According to the 911 call, the employee said she was told by one of her managers to call the police because customers, 2 black females and 1 black male, which I didn't even see no black male nowhere on the video, had entered the restaurant with alcohol. Now, for those who still go out clubbing, for those who still frequent places, in the midnight hour, you already know a lot of people leave these clubs or they be out partying or chilling, hanging out, whatever, and they go to these establishments with a little alcohol on them. You know what I'm saying? Some be drunk, some don't. So what difference does it make if they smell like alcohol? But she said they entered the restaurant with alcohol. So the way she said it, like they brought some liquor into the restaurant. Like, who does that? The customers were told that they were not allowed to drink the alcohol inside. The employee told the dispatcher. Several surveillance clips from different angles showed 2 women identified as Clemens and Adams sitting down at a table. An unidentified male had previously entered the Waffle House and went to the restroom before joining the women at their table. So where did he go when all this happened? Because it doesn't show him on a video. Little said that after a few minutes, the situation escalates between the patrons at the table and employees. The Waffle House employees asked Clemens, Adams, and their male friend to leave the restaurant. Leave what for? Adams and the male friend can be seen briefly exiting the Waffle House. Clemens briefly reaches the door, then walks back to her booth to re-engage with the employees. Adams soon returns. The guy gone. You feel me? I don't blame him. You feel me? Soon, the 3 officers arrived, one by one. In one of the frames, Clemens is seen being taken to the floor. Little said that during the arrest, the officers were attempting to handcuff Clemens behind her back, which again is standard procedure. But she was asking, what are you doing? What you doing this for? Don't touch me. What have I done? But basically asked for some damn utensils. I don't understand that part. Little said that one of the officers asked Adams if she will assist in pulling Miss Clemens' shirt back up, and Miss Adams refused. The male friend then asked permission to pull her dress up, and the female gives him permission. Well, hell, you didn't ask for her permission to pull her top down. You feel me? So you didn't have to ask for permission to pull it back up. At that point, Clemens, Adams, the male friend, and the 3 other officers leave the Waffle House. But hold on, I thought that the male friend was already gone, and Adams came back in because Miss Clemens went back to her booth to re-engage with the employees. So what really did happen? Little said that when the police arrived, Clemens appeared to be intoxicated. Who are you to say if somebody intoxicated or not? These are grown-ass people. They can't drink nothing. I mean, come on. But these are what you call excuses. This is what you call building a case on somebody. When you try to make yourself appear right. You feel me? And I'm not saying that this woman was right in everything she done. But from what I seen, this clearly was drawn way out of proportion. Little said that Clemens got sick after being booked. An image showed Clemens at the police station holding a trash can up to her face. Detective Brian Mims said that in conducting the police investigation, he reached out to Clemens and Adams to interview them. Clemens did not appear for a scheduled interview. Attempts to reach Adams were unsuccessful. Hell, they don't want to talk. What's there to talk about? You already said that the police is innocent in this matter. So what more is there to say? What you want to interview me for? Mims interviewed the 3 officers as well as witnesses from inside the Waffle House, including 6 employees and 1 customer. Of those witnesses, 2 were African American. Notice they putting the color back in there now. Of those witnesses, 2 were African Americans and 4 were female. 2 African American. Okay, so they can resonate with her because they're black. 4 females. Okay, females. She's a female. What's the coincidence? All witnesses confirmed that Clemens and her friend smelled of alcohol and appeared drunk. So they said that this woman appeared drunk, smelled of alcohol, but was she being belligerent? Was she being wild? Was she coming in there throwing stuff around? Did she trash the restaurant? Of course not. I mean, it doesn't show that. One person brought a drink believed to be an alcoholic into the restaurant. So I don't understand what the hell they talking about, but I'm going to leave a description because it's a lot more they're saying, but I'm going to leave a description to this website and the link below so you all can go check it out. But let me know what you all think. Do you think that these police were too aggressive with these women? And also, being a woman, the last thing that you would want is to be, number one, treated rudely inside of a restaurant that you're spending your money at, but also to be handcuffed, roughed up by police, then having your body exposed to add even more insult to injury. So all this just was blown way out of proportion over some cheap ass 50-cent utensils, something that you could have just gave somebody, stuff they throw away every day. But this is the world we live in. People are so petty. You feel me? All this was just so petty. And at the same time, if you are getting drunk and you go into these places at night, stop it, because anytime they want to sit up here and throw something against you, they will, and they shall. So be careful, But let me know what you all think about this situation right here. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video. Till next time, y'all stay blessed, stay vigilant, stay woke. I'm out.